side of the park.
What do we have?
Sniper at the children's zoo. Possible automatic rifle. Animals on his way there. Billy, you get out there, too.
It's the children's zoo?
The north end of the park.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the sniper?
Doesn't sound like they know where he is.
How many people have been shot?
One for sure.
A child?
We don't know.
No, it's the north side.
This shows most of West End.
Roger, proceed with caution.
The body is over here, just above the children's zoo.
Not in it. It's in the rhododendron glen they have there. I used to go on picnics there with my mom. So the sniper could be moving toward the ocean? More likely he'd head east, using the park foliage for cover. It's pretty thick in there.
52A1, proceed south to the park. Code 2.
Oh, two. That doesn't sound like a sniper.
Zoo, animal, line 1.
Yeah, Animal, where are you?
Getting close. I can't drive any further. I'll have to walk in from here.
What's going on?
Lots of police units. Body must be in the middle of the park somewhere.
Are they evacuating the children's zoo?
I don't see any evacuation. I'll check in later. 10-4, good buddy.
You got the coroner here. Yeah, Mike, still Rossi. Look, what can you tell me about your homicide out in Westdale? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what we think. Okay, thanks. They haven't gotten the call yet, but Westdale cops are always slow to call the coroner. He was really burned.
ID on a green man last seen at 4th and Robley heading east.
You say green man?
Green vans.
There's no evacuation.
Who'd you call to find that out?
The zoo office.
No evacuation. What about all those kids? They'd have to evacuate with a sniper, wouldn't they?
Maybe somebody overreacted.
How long will it take Billy to get there?
That's noon traffic. It's freeway most of the way, maybe 20 minutes. We'll do it, Matt. Most of the homicide guys are out on it, but there's no panic about it because apparently it's a false alarm.
So what is it?
It's a murder.
Wasn't a kid who panicked. It was one of the adults. But the park was crowded with kids today, hence the hysteria.
So the sniper was just a rumor.
Body probably been in the rhododendron glen since midnight. Does that sound like a sniper?
Was the victim shot here?
Not bad, Newman. You're getting the hang of this.
Well, I do my best, Sergeant.
Probably shot somewhere else and dumped here, hence the drop cloth.
Drop cloth.
A painter's plastic drop cloth. Very neat. Obviously, the murder was well brought up. Thank you, officer. We have an ID on the victim, Melody Aberley. She lived in Westdale. She's 22.
It's so
What?
lived in.
It was. About 6 last evening when the manager saw her leave. And that's why my mother always washes the dishes right after each meal, during the meal even.
Why?
Because you could get killed and strangers could come into your house and see unwashed dishes. Yeah? Hey, Vasquez, look at this. Right out in the open. 3 joints, and this bag must have at least half a lid in it. I hope my kids are more careful.
Excuse me. I just had to take care of her. Now, what is it you want to know? I mean, what kind of story are you writing on Melody Aberley?
She was killed last night.
Who would...
The police don't know yet.
Oh.
Can you tell me about her? Then how did she get them?
Let's just say she was kind of tight with the boss, Mr. Janowski.
How tight?
She had things he wanted, and he had things she wanted.
I want to be clear. Are we talking about sex?
Oh, we're not talking about this at all. Is that clear, dear?
Do you have a work number for Melody? It would help me a lot.
Five 4221.
I've got a work number on Melody Aberley.
Good afternoon, Spa.
What?
Village Spa.
Is this 5554221?
What do you want?
Am I calling the right number? They hung up. A woman answered and said spa.
Spa.
Yeah, village spa. Then she got uptight.
Maybe it's a massage parlor. They would have been put off with a woman calling.
I think you're right.
Get a guy to do that for you.
Good idea.
Good afternoon, Spa.
Hello. Can you tell me where you're located?
In Westdale. 1609 Robles, a block south of the freeway.
Thank you very much. You want to go?
Can I put in for overtime if I go tonight?
Yeah, you can put in for overtime. You can't put in for a massage.
is for men. I'm a reporter with the Tribune. I'd like to talk to somebody about Melody Aberley. A reporter? Well, I didn't know her. I just started working nights. How many people work here? Just 2 of us. Patty knew Melody. You could talk to her. Good. Where's Patty? With the customer. But you can wait if you want. Okay. Good evening.
Hi.
Have you been here before? Would you like a half hour, 45 minutes, or an hour?
Half hour.
$20. This way. Good night. You have a good evening now. Go back to see you. Why do I have the feeling you're not here for a massage? Your friend said that I could wait and talk with you. Oh, you mean Karen, my caller. I'm Billy Newman. I'm with the Tribune. I'd like to talk about Melody. Oh, Melody. Oh, Melody. Would that be all right? Could we talk? I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
Okay, I want all the cash. Now! $40. Let's have the money you made, girls. Hurry, come on.
Who are you calling? The police? Are you crazy? You were just robbed. No cops. Shut up, Patty. Dan will even ripped off. I don't want to get ripped off and not do anything about it. I just lost $100. You do what you want, but I say report it. Make the call.
Lee Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Can I get anybody something to drink? A soda? Lemonade? Iced tea, perhaps?
No, thank you. Can I hear something?
Hi. Hey, Sherry on tonight?
No.
I wonder. You only have girls here? Oh. What I was looking for was a guy. A big old Swedish guy. You know, in a white T-shirt. Yeah, you know, with the tattoos. Well, thanks anyway. I'll just keep looking.
He's not the one, officer.
No, as a matter of fact, I must have the wrong address. Who called?
I did, over 30 minutes ago.
Time for a massage. It's been a busy night. Let's start from the beginning. What time did you all start work?
Wait a minute, I don't work here. She's a reporter.
Well, excuse me. Let's just get to the report here. There was one robber, right?
Yes.
How much did he take?
All the cash, about $40.
Can you describe him? Height, color, build?
White.
Medium height.
He had on a leather jacket. He had some kind of a scar on his shoulder.
You saw that through the jacket. And what was he armed with?
A pistol, I'd guess a .38.
Here's his signature on the credit card slip.
Didn't take it. He's probably phony. Did you see his car with his license plate?
No,
You busy checking out his scars, honey?
I'm not your honey.
Ooh, a live one. What did it take, honey? $5? 6?
Is this the way you guys generally handle a robbery? Maybe our readers would like to know. All we want is protection.
Well, maybe you're in the wrong business.
You mean that they don't have the same rights as everybody else?
Okay. Thank you. We got what we need. Come on, we got work to do.
This may sound like a naive question, but I think I better ask it. Do guys ever come in here for massages? Yeah. About once a month, some guy will walk in for just a massage. The jerk.
Look, you're gonna be cool about this, aren't you? I mean, you could really mess me up if you're not.
I'll be cool. Okay, if you want, I'll talk to you about Melody, but not here, huh? Okay.
I want to commend this group for being so prepared.
For what, Lou?
Why, if a plane crashes at 6th and Olive, we'll be able to cover it 8 different ways. If the lobby of the Trib building catches on fire, we're gonna get the story. If a battleship drives up Wilshire Boulevard and invades downtown, we'll be in good shape. So, thanks for staying so close to the city room.
Come on, Lou. I'm working on that first-person feature. I gave Donovan the memo.
I saw it. The Great Massage Parlor Robbery. That should be good for part 2, page 20, if it makes the paper.
Don't get on me, Lou. I've already been out 2 hours this morning.
What'd you do?
Covered Congressman Phelps' press conference,
That should be worth 30 minutes.
and I got my car washed. It was more interesting than Phelps' press conference. He just did his usual number about the decline of morality and the rise of permissiveness.
Maybe it's just a slow news day, Lou.
There is no such thing as a slow news day.
Only slow news people.
Thank you.
What happened?
Nothing much, and we're discussing it. Of course, I just hate to interrupt your nap time and study hall.
When I was starting out, if news wasn't coming into the room, we'd go out and we'd get it. We would be creative.
Take your story, Rossi. Phelps' press conference on the moral decay in our cities. Couldn't you come at that from another angle?
I'll take the afternoon off and go to a porno movie.
Point is, Rossi, talking about pornography is boring. Seeing it, that's another thing.
That's what I just said.
What if the congressman were to take a little walking tour of a neighborhood with all that degradation he deplores? Might even be worth a picture or two.
Interesting.
Well, I can see where decency in the cities wouldn't be very newsworthy in the present moral atmosphere.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been thinking about that, and it occurred to me that if someone were to take a walking tour of the porno arcades or sex shops, it might have a really good visual impact.
Yes, my staff and I were just kicking something like that around as a way for me to dramatize what I've been saying.
Well, if you're contemplating a move like that, we'd be really interested in cover. 3 o'clock? Okay.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&B.
Oh, what do you want? Soda or juice or coffee?
Juice. You jog?
Yeah, but I like it better in the wintertime. Almost got tramping out there today. So, what do you want to know about Melody?
What was she like?
She's a nice kid. A nice kid like that get into hooking.
Well, yes.
Well, she came to L.A. when she was 15 and ran away. She was hooking within a month after she got here. She worked the streets for a while, and then she got into the massage parlors.
Is that pretty much the way it happens?
More or less. As a group, hookers are not known for their originality.
You seem so adjusted to what you do.
Well, we can't all cruise Hollywood Boulevard in our hot pants and tattoos and get beat up by our pimps.
You don't have a pimp?
Just put in my 8 hours at the spa.
You make it sound like a business.
It is. Pretty good one for some of us. Probably most women couldn't handle it.
And you like what you're doing?
No, I don't like it. I'm getting out of it as soon as I get my real estate license. I'm walking away from the life. Look, Billy, I don't know how many prostitutes you know.
Not many.
Okay, well, maybe the ones you've met have just been hostile. I'm not hostile. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. I'm 26 years old. I've been doing it for 9 years. If it really freaked me out, I probably couldn't have been doing it this long.
But aren't you scared? Aren't you afraid of the creepos? Especially after what happened to Melody.
Look, I don't know how that guy found Melody, but it didn't happen at the spa.
You know, the police think that she was this guy's third victim. He's some kind of a nut. He always leaves the bodies in a plastic drop cloth. They're calling him the drop cloth killer.
See, Melody and I are different kinds of people. At the spa, you can always screen out somebody who's trouble.
You didn't screen out that guy who robbed you the other night?
Yeah, but he wasn't a psycho, just a crook. Look, I'm going to be late for class, and I really can't miss it. It's a big review session for my final.
Patty, I'd really like to talk some more.
About Melody?
Also about you.
Prostitutes are really in now, huh? Little ladies of the night make good copy?
How about it?
Okay, maybe we can meet after work tonight. There's this coffee shop at Robley and Fifth that's open late. Around 12:30 tonight.
Okay. Thank you.
I grew up in this area. My mother used to do her shopping on this street.
For what?
That used to be a grocery store, little shops, nice community.
Are you against the bookstores, the movie houses, or the massage parlors?
I'm opposed to anything that undermines the moral fiber of this country, Charlie. Look at that.
I used to take pictures like that in art school.
Really distressing. Any child walking by could see this.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of children walking along here. You don't think these businesses are offering something people have a right to?
Joe, I'm as staunch a defender of the Bill of Rights as anybody on earth. But I don't think the founding fathers had this in mind when they designed the First Amendment.
Probably not. They wouldn't have been able to concentrate.
She's a hooker, definitely. I met her at her work. But she just doesn't fit any of the stereotypes.
What stereotypes?
She's a pretty girl. She's not cheap looking.
That's nice.
She speaks well, she's intelligent, and her job is just a job to her.
Just a regular 9-to-5 job, huh, Billy? 45 minutes for lunch?
No, 6 to 12. And she's also going to school,
A fourth year of med school, I suppose.
real estate school.
Don't tell me. Pure gold, right?
Look, she's just not what I expected. She's a nice girl.
Nice girl. Billy, think about what she's doing for half a second.
I don't know what to think about what she's doing. But is it so terrible? Maybe she's providing a service.
Oh, for God's sakes, Billy.
We're talking about prostitutes here, Billy.
Why are you guys getting so worked up for? I'm just telling you what I saw.
What that girl is doing is demeaning. You can't say it isn't.
Okay, I met someone, I happen to like her. It's the last thing I expected, but I just like her. Yeah.
It's the desk building. And aren't you covering the drop-cloth murders?
Yeah?
Well, there's been another one.
Where?
Westdale.
Lee Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Depressing. Stabbed his neck by a concrete river. His body.
I'd like a look.
Sure. Sit down there, guys. That your friend?
No.
You don't seem relieved.
I was. Then I realized that somebody's gonna care that that girl on that stretcher's dead.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty! Where were you last night?
I'm not here, okay?
You stood me up.
Yeah, well, something else came up, but I didn't make it.
Well, I was really worried.
Yeah?
Patty, there was another drop-cloth killing. I suppose that doesn't bother you.
Not a lot.
Well, when you didn't show up, I thought
You
it
just
was
jumped to some ridiculous conclusions.
Yeah. Pretty stupid of me, wasn't it?
Billy, you know, what do you want from me? Why don't you just leave me alone? I mean, why don't you just go to the circus and find some other freaks to write about?
Hey, Patty!
I like the part where Congressman Phelps says that they didn't have this kind of porno movie when he was a boy.
When he was a kid, the men all wore masks and black socks.
Billy, I was going to see the story on that prostitute.
I ran into a snag. I had a falling out with my subject.
Oh, that's too bad.
Don't worry, you'll find another source.
You could look around Caltech in the physics department. Hey, I'm kidding. Just don't put too much faith in this girl. She'll disappoint you.
Thank you for your advice, Mr. Grant. Ah, nuts.
Hang around with hookers, your language gets off. I don't know. The idea of paying for it? What are you supposed to make on an average night?
Hi, Patty. It's me, Billy. Don't hang up. Look, I'm sorry if I came on a little too strong today.
No, that's okay.
Look, I'd really like to talk to you again. Terrific. Listen, there's this place called McKenna's.
You ever think about marriage?
Yeah. But the few guys I've ever been interested in, I thought there was a chance for something lasting. They just couldn't handle what I do. Can't blame them.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Lou. Lou? You want to join us?
Sure. Sounds nice. I hate to eat alone. Hi, I'm Lou Grant.
Patricia Oxley.
Lou's my editor.
I hope I'm not intruding.
No, we were just talking about marriage.
Ah, girl talk. Couple of career girls. You're both against it, right?
No, as a matter of fact, I'd quit what I'm doing like a shot if I met the right guy.
No kidding. I'm glad to hear some of you out there still think like that. You ought to listen to her.
Billy, I gotta get going.
I'd really like to finish what we were talking about.
Okay, maybe we can get together again tonight after work. Same coffee shop around 11.
Good.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Grant.
Nice to meet you, Patricia. Nice girl.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my daughter.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Did you work at the Times?
No. She works at the village spa.
Sorry, I'm late. I'd like to have gone home first and cleaned up. I didn't want to stay in Jeff again. Oh, geez, I must look pretty awful.
Well, not
Really, that awful.
pretty awful. I guess since I'm doing the story, I should ask what you were up to.
Just a gig.
At the spa?
No, there was a stag party and I was the entertainment. No, it wasn't what you're thinking. There was this sort of quiet kind of guy, and I was supposed to go up and make a big pass. And then I take off my coat and I got nothing on underneath.
Pretty funny stuff, huh?
Well, it's not exactly Lily Tomlin, but I think they enjoyed it. Got a little carried away and dumped some champagne on you. It's better when you drink it.
It doesn't bother you, that kind of stuff?
Well, it wasn't exactly Ozzie and Harriet. Father knows best. Or maybe my father did know best. He got out when he could. He left my mother when I was 3. My mom, she wasn't the most stable person in the world, and she married this guy who I realize now had a lot of problems. But I probably didn't have this perspective on it when I was 4 or 5 years old. This probably isn't helping you out a lot. I mean, not everybody who has an unhappy childhood becomes a prostitute. I mean, I saw that show on TV, Eleanor Roosevelt didn't have a great childhood. Not a good comparison, okay?
You've done a lot of thinking about this.
Yeah, you get asked a lot. How'd you get into the business? Just that tangible reward that I was worth something. Because I wasn't getting any signs that I was worth anything.
Not from anybody?
No.
Well, what about before that, when you were younger? What about, well, boys and dating? What about the first time you made love?
The first time I made love was with my stepfather when I was 12, and it wasn't exactly love.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, it's her problem. Thanks. See, when I was a kid, I was always into pretending in fantasy. I guess I never really gotten out of it. Maybe that's the reason I could always handle this kind of work. I guess I just shut out a lot of what was going down in my family when I was growing up. Fights my parents had and all that other stuff. I just sort of got into my head and pushed it all away. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm selling now, isn't it? Really? Fantasy love and pretend intimacy. You know, when everything is just right. I can really believe
myself that it's real love.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Oh, Lou, I feel so rotten.
Come in. You can feel rotten inside.
I'm sorry to bother you so late at night.
No. It's okay. I was up reading. I was just going to fix myself a bowl of cereal.
Cereal in the middle of the night?
Sometimes I eat breakfast before I go to bed. Saves having to do it in the morning. You want some?
No, thanks.
Good. We'll have scotch.
Lou, I've never been so confused about how I felt about a story.
This prostitution thing?
What's happening to me? I'm busting in on my city editor in the middle of the night. It's so unprofessional.
Yeah, it's unprofessional. So what?
I was with Patty tonight. Lou, you met her. You liked her, didn't you?
Yeah.
In so many ways, we're so much alike.
Except one.
I don't understand why Patty does it. I don't understand why there are men who keep her in business.
This has been going on for a long time.
Yeah. But I thought things were supposed to have changed. I thought that women were supposed to be sexually equal to men and that we didn't have a double standard anymore. So why is prostitution as big a business as ever?
Well, maybe all this freedom has made sex kind of scary for a lot of men.
Scary?
Yeah.
Scary for the guy?
That's right. See, but you can't lose with a prostitute. You're giving her what she wants.
Money.
Remember that little bit of enterprising journalism that Rossi cooked up with Congressman Phelps the other day?
Yeah.
Listen to this editorial. When the nation's legislature is facing its toughest session in history, the Honorable Congressman Phelps is away from his desk exploiting the very salaciousness he condemns, grandstanding for attention.
Sounds like the guys over at the Times really gave it to him.
I wouldn't know. This is in our paper.
I'm afraid a mistake was made.
I'm glad we've established that. I thought you people of the press were supposed to condemn political dirty tricks. I think the other newspapers, like the Times and the Herald Examiner, might be very interested in the kind of journalism you practice.
Are you going to tell them we talked you into that little walk?
Of course, I'm not going to handle this by stooping to your level of mudslinging. But it is this kind of newspapering that will drive politicians of integrity out of public life.
I think that's a little extreme.
No. I am seriously considering putting an end to exposing myself and my family to this kind of humiliation. And then you'll be sorry. You canary-colored journalists won't have Bob Phelps to kick around anymore. Don't quote me on that.
Mr. Phelps, if you did something you didn't want to do because of a phone call from a Tribune reporter, then you are a fool.
You can forget my cooperation in the future.
Oh, did we ever have it?
At least he didn't say he was going to cancel his subscription.
I thought you handled him very well, Mr. Hitchcock.
Just one moment, gentlemen. That little exchange I handled so well was very difficult for me. Oh, in the future, when it's a slow news day, why don't you just have your cars washed?
Easement. Easement. Easement is the right of one person to use another person's property. Land for a particular purpose. Like, if I have your permission to walk across your backyard to go to the street.
Good.
You know this? Oh, yeah, but I want to go over it all one more time, because when I get in at class, I get so nervous.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I'm nervous already, in fact. And when I get nervous, I want to eat. You too. It's definitely time for a cheesecake break. One thing about selling real estate, it's going to be real nice not to have to worry about my affordable mid-sized body.
You got me laughing about your work now.
You know, Billy, it's real nice to be able to sit down and spend time with a woman who's not in the life and not have to lie about what I do. I think that's what I hate most about it. Maybe the reason why I'm getting out.
You're really going to get out?
Yep. After I take that test tomorrow, that's it.
We're going to celebrate.
Oh, let's go out and have a ridiculously expensive dinner.
With ridiculously expensive champagne.
I won't wash my hair. Oh, come on.
Okay. Endorsement without recourse.
Okay. Endorsement without recourse is
Look, all I got is $40. Is that enough?
You seem like a nice guy.
Do you want me to pay you now?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I must have left my wallet out in the car. I'll just go out and get it. Be right back.
Oh, please don't say that.
I'll only be a half a minute.
Last time a customer said that to me, it was because he was a cop and I got busted.
I'll be right back. Stay there.
Back and see us again.
When you stop serving TV dinner, or get a TV.
I'm meeting a friend.
Thanks for bailing me out.
Why did you spend the night here? You could have called me.
Yeah, I didn't want to bug you, so I tried a few other people, but they let me down. I used up all my calls last night. This morning they let me make another one. Can we get out of here, please?
How many times has that happened to you?
The third time. Wasn't so bad, only overnight. Never make it.
Come on, I'll drive you down. You can be a couple of minutes late.
For some crazy reason, I'm not exactly in the frame of mind to take a 3-hour exam.
They'll let you make it up. Just say you were sick.
Yeah, hell with it. Probably would have botched it up anyway, you know? Who am I kidding? Hello? Yeah, okay. They're a little short-handed at the spa. I'm gonna go down and help them out.
Patty, it's not over for you with that school.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'll go down and try again when I feel more up to it. Look, I better get cleaned up.
Patty, how can you?
Thought you understood.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand how a person who has so much going for her, who can do so many other things...
I just know what I can do best.
Yeah. Yeah, taking the lazy way out. That's all it is, isn't it? Laziness?
Look, I need the bread. I gotta pay a lawyer, I gotta pay you back.
Oh, no, you don't. Not now. Not that way.
I gotta get ready. Hi. You get showered up. It's down the hall and to the right, and I'll be in a minute. Creepy. He's just got a problem with his mouth or something. Makes him look a little weird.
Hey, listen, it's the end of the shift. You don't have to take this one.
Hey, I can handle it, okay?
It's good.
Thanks.
But even if I didn't know how much you liked this girl, I could tell from the story.
Guilty?
It's okay in a piece like this. But something isn't clear in here. Is the girl getting a real estate license?
I don't know.
Well, it's an easy thing to check. You can call the school, see if she passed her final exam, or you can call her.
Well, she never made her final exam. She could do it, Lou. I just have no doubt about it. Now, who am I kidding? She had a chance, and she didn't do it. You were right. God, she just has so much to offer.
What will it take to bring down the mob? We'll meet the men and women who risk their lives to defeat the underworld on a special edition of American Justice, Sunday. Now, jury duty gets dangerous for the McMillans' maid when a fellow juror is slain. Rock Hudson and Susan St. James star in McMillan and Wife, next on A&E.